Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. So I'm here to report that I survived the update for the December update for the Pixel 6, and my phone is still working. So I'm happy to report that. If you saw my previous videos about it, I did mention that I was going to sideload it onto my Pixel 6 because still, here we are, over a week later now, still not available for my 6 Pro. I have the unlocked 6 and the unlocked 6 Pro, running them both on AT&T. Nothing. Crickets, nothing on the update frontier. So I decided, I had so many people that were interested in it, so many people upset about no update. I thought, let me learn how to do the side loading process. I actually made a video about that. If you want to go through that process, if you want to risk that, you can of course side load it onto your phone. I made a video. You can see that here. But I've been using it for about 3 days now, and I'm still here. And my phone is still working. So I'm happy about that. This is not something, I don't want to paint a dramatic picture of the phone being a disaster, the update being like the savior of the phone. It wasn't working before that. But I do want to highlight something here, because there are quite a few people who have had issues with the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, and there are people that have had issues after updating. So that's what I want to talk about in this video. I have not experienced this. So the biggest concern people have had is connectivity. Some people are losing connectivity. Some people are losing signal strength. Some people are having diminished download and upload speeds, whether it's on 4G LTE or 5G. I gotta say something here. A lot of people have been like, well, it's predominantly in Europe. My thoughts on that are that it's probably will be just as equally dispersed here, but the people that have been getting the update are outside the United States, mostly in Europe, some people in Australia, some people maybe even in Canada. It's very odd that it's not here in the US, which is the #1 place that the phone sells. So I think they're doing some testing, doing a phased rollout, which I did mention in my earlier video, saying that, look, if it's not here immediately, they're phasing it and rolling it out that way, which is not an uncommon thing to do. It's uncommon for Google because Google's very, very quick about getting these out, very reliable, get our monthly updates. This one had a lot of fixes, a lot of Android 12 fixes, about 100 of them, and I think about 60 specifically for the Pixel 6, if I remember correctly. I thought it was originally 100 specifically for the Pixel 6, but after going through the changelog stuff, there's stuff in there fixes for the Pixel 5, Pixel 4, Pixel 3, so on and so forth. So looking at, I think the Pixel 3 anyway, maybe. I think that one might be dead. So what I have here, been using it for about 3-4 days now, and I have not experienced any connectivity issues. I went out, I tested it at home, I tested it, of course, on Wi-Fi, no Wi-Fi problems, tested it at my house, went out around town, went to a couple different places where I traditionally don't even have good signal quality. My experience seems pretty consistent, and I ran side-by-side speed tests and download tests with my iPhone 13 Pro at the exact same place. I'm getting similar speeds. So I think this is one of those things where it may only affect certain units, or may only affect certain version, maybe software builds for certain people. I don't think it's a widespread problem. I even did a poll on this. I don't think widespread is going to cause an issue for people, but really you don't have the opportunity to update because Google's not pushing it out to people. So it'll be nice if sometime before the January security patch is available that maybe people can actually get this security patch and also the update with the fixes. Some other things that it fixed, a lot of people have been saying, yeah, the phone battery life is better, yeah, the phone battery life is worse. I haven't really noticed much of a difference. So it's supposed to be slightly better, maybe over time. Again, I've only been using this a few days. I've told people give it about 5 to 7 days because there's a lot of things. There's a lot of fixes. So there's some things that might need to kind of reconfigure themselves inside the phone. Generally about 5 days is the window we look at for adaptive battery life and learning and things like that. When I first got the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, yeah, battery life was not as good the first couple of days, and I cautioned people that. I told people, hey, give it a little bit. After about day 5, mine, like a switch turned on and it got a lot better. So I'm not really noticing much of a difference, but we'll see over the next couple of days. Maybe I'll circle back around next week, who knows. So that was the thing. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Some people are saying their battery life is better. Some people are saying it's worse, but give it a week. On top of that, the fingerprint sensor. Now, the fingerprint sensor has been the other point of contention with this phone. The two big things are the connectivity and then also the fingerprint sensor. I have noticed that the accuracy does seem to be better. Now, does it seem quicker? Some people are like, oh yeah, it's way quicker. I haven't noticed it being any faster at all. I even had it fail once where it sat there and it acted like it was going to register, and then it just did. It timed out after a couple of seconds. So I still don't think it's 1,000% there. I do think it is better. I mean, this is with no screen protector on, which is of course how it's designed to be used. So anytime you put a screen protector on there, it's going to probably cause it to take a little bit more time, have a little bit less accuracy. I will test it on my Pixel 6 Pro once that one's available. It has a screen protector on it. This one doesn't. I'm just doing this over and over again. It is, from the day one that I got this, to include the update that fixed the fingerprint sensor somewhat, and then to this update, it is way, 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 way better. I still wish it had facial recognition, but as far as the fingerprint sensor, I'm pretty happy with it. But the phone itself, it does seem more stable. The biggest issue I had was, well, not the biggest issue. Every once in a while, my display settings menu, the quick settings, would freeze. It would do that every once in a while. I haven't had that happen yet. And the other issue I was mainly having was the user interface would crash. I would just get a random pop-up that says UI crash, and then I would close it. It wouldn't really affect the apps that I was using, but that hasn't happened in 3 days either, so I'm happy about that. So for me, my experience, battery life about the same, fingerprint sensor accuracy and reliability is higher. The speed doesn't really feel faster. And then connectivity issues, I've not experienced those. So there's been some other reports about the video camera capability and the camera stuff. I took a couple of pictures and I can't really notice a difference myself, but I don't have my glasses on. I'm just joking. I don't need glasses for day-to-day stuff. But when it comes to the phone itself, I haven't really noticed much of a change in the camera department. One thing I did test out though, a lot of people have been saying that the video and audio quality is terrible when it comes to using Google Duo and like stuff like that. I tested it out and I think that it looks fine. I didn't use a Duo call before because I never used Duo, but people were specifically asking about it. So I specifically tested Duo and the call quality seemed fine to me, and so did the video quality. So I don't know if maybe people, I don't know what the issue is there, but I didn't notice that. So yeah, overall, I'm glad my phone is still working. I'm glad I didn't mess it up when I sideloaded it. I've never sideloaded an operating system on a phone ever in the history of my life. So I watched some videos, I read some tutorials, made some notes, and then I went back and made my own video to show people how I did it. And hopefully that's been helpful for people who wanted to update it. Here's the thing. Just know that it's there. I made a video about it. I'm not encouraging you to go update to the latest update. I'm not saying you should go do this. I just had enough people that asked me if I knew how and if I would make a video, so I did. So if you're interested in doing that, I made a video. I don't encourage it because we still don't have the official update pushed out. I really feel like it would be best if we let Google continue to roll this out and to vet it appropriately and to make sure that it's going to be good and healthy and appropriate for everybody's phone, because they do have an actual Google support issue that they're working on, looking into the investigation for this connectivity issue. So maybe wait. I survived. Maybe it was smart. Maybe it wasn't. I know other people are saying that it's fine too. I'm getting a lot of reports, especially from European folks, that are complaining about the connectivity issue. Again, I think if there were more people in the US getting this update, I think there would probably be a strong ratio between both of them. I think there would be a correlation. But it seems from the research that I've done, from the polls that I've done, from the comments I'm seeing, largely it seems like most of it, the people that got the update are overseas and international and not in the US. The US is very, very small portion so far. So I think that maybe with what they've been testing and the issues they've been finding, I think maybe they've slowed this process down to see if they can narrow it down and figure out what's going on before they roll it out to the US, which was their largest customer base. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully you'll get the update soon. Hopefully there will not be any additional fixes to it. Hopefully it's good. Like hopefully as is, they get it ready to go, they push it out, and everybody will be happy, and it will make the world better for Pixel people. I know there are people out there who are suffering with the connectivity issues, especially. That's very problematic. Having a phone that loses connectivity, it shows a signal, but it won't make a phone call or send a message, or it drops your strength in signal. That stuff, it can be very problematic, especially if you only use the one phone. So I think it's best to wait for Google to roll it out as opposed to sideloading it, but I wanted to get ahead of this and test it for people and offer my own thoughts and opinions on it to do some research. And so far it's okay for me. That's all I've got in this video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section. I'll get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.